Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who might like it too. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. If you'd like to become one of my patrons on Patreon, the link is underneath this video. Everything you need basically is underneath this video. Okay, so today we're going to talk to our single people. What's up, single people? I'm in this category with you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at group 1, group 2, and group 3. What you want to do is you want to focus on all 3 of these and pick the group that is calling you the strongest. Our amethyst, what is this? Pink amethyst, clear quartz, and purple amethyst. So you can kind of draw towards which crystal or which stack of cards is pulling you in that direction. And if you need more time, pause the video and just stare, and then come back because I'm going to tell you what each one is talking about. So single people in group number 1. Single people, listen here. You cannot buy love. And you cannot be bought either. That's not love. That's more like a business arrangement. If you want to have a business arrangement, okay, have a business arrangement. But just know that it's not love. You can't buy another person. My main love language is gifts. So I often run into people who will try to buy me. I love gifts. I love them. I love giving them and receiving them. But I don't care if you give me the Hope Diamond. If you're somebody who's not worth my time, I'm not sticking around. So remember, in your situation, don't let somebody buy you and don't try to buy somebody else. If you want to give them a gift or if you want to give them something, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But make sure you check your intentions or check their intentions. What is the intention behind the cash or the gift or whatever it is that they've done? Because if the intention was just to help you or because they care about you or because you might like it, that's fine. But if it's given to you with an expectation, that's a problem. So my singles, watch out. Watch out for somebody trying to buy you or you trying to do that with somebody else. That never ends well. It is time for beginnings though. Group 1. It's time for you to meet someone. You just have to do things the right kind of way. You know, you don't want to end up in a bad situation. So this card here is saying look out for new beginnings, look out for new people showing up. Sometimes somebody you've been with, you have a new beginning with the same person. So they're not necessarily new, but the situation is new. This is a good card. This is a card of maybe you won't be single much longer, but it could be just the very, very beginning of it. And it seems like to me, for many of you, that is what it's going to be because the alignment card came up as well. And the alignment card is about getting something in line, getting something like, look at these cookies, how they're unbalanced. So you're going to balance these cookies and get them all lined up like a spine straight. You know, that's the best way. Are these cookies or are these macaroons? I'm not sure which one, but that's what you want to do in this situation. You want to line things up. So the new situation or this relationship or whatever the case is, it could actually go somewhere if you play your cards right. But it looks like you're not going to be quite certain of that. So just try to get to know this person slowly and try to get into alignment with one another. Now, you'll notice that today we're using some very delicious cards. That one that I just showed you, that was the Eye Candy Oracle. And then we have 2 other ones. We have the 53 Shades of Pink, which is this one. And then we have the Red Hot Love Oracle. All of these are by V Love Crystals on Etsy. My favorite oracle, my favorite shop to get oracle cards from. And check them out underneath this video. I'm going to leave the links to purchase each one of these decks. Now we're going to go with group number 2. Group number 2, you are coming into a situation with someone, or already in a situation with someone, that's going to be crazy sexy love. Crazy sexy love reminds me of that song Drunken Love by Beyonce and Jay-Z. It reminds me of that kind of energy, because it's like you're having fun, maybe even a lot of crazy sex too, but you're having a good time, you're having fun. You guys aren't a couple yet, or you shouldn't really be thinking about being a couple yet, because right now is still the time for you to explore and have a good time with each other. And that's a wonderful thing. Remember, if you're in this situation, you're at the very beginning. So in the very beginning, things do feel like this. That's that puppy love phase. The adrenaline is pumping. That's a great place to be in. But remember, because it's in the beginning, you got the no-show card. So because it's in the beginning, it means that you and this person are just now starting to really get to know each other. So they might make mistakes, and you might make mistakes. This no-show card is when somebody ghosts, or somebody can't make it, or they stand you up, or they call even and say they can't make it. But this person is like, you're trying to figure out, well, we're having this great sexy communication and you a no-show. Is that like a sign that this is over, or this is a bad thing? So you have to really take this one slowly to see, what is this no-show about. It could just be about the person pulling back because the relationship is going so well. Sometimes when a relationship is going well, the other person gets scared. We call them the runner. So some of you could be dealing with a runner. Aquarius are known for this. Some Aquarius will run, ghost off, come back, do it again, come back. So this person could have this issue, or you could be the one in the relationship with this issue. This does not mean that the relationship won't work out. It just means that this situation is showing that that person is dealing with something, and it needs to work out before the relationship will continue to move forward. I went through this with a woman once. We were doing very well, and every time our relationship got really great, she disappeared. Every time things were awful, she was in it to win it. But every time things got to a good point, she disappeared. And I began to realize slowly but surely that she was used to turmoil. She was used to turmoil and trauma. So being happy made her uncomfortable. So sometimes you will experience things like that. But this relationship got the fusion card. So if you look at all three of these cards together, I think this is just ups and downs that this couple is going to go through to come together, because they're fusing together. Look at the pink and the blue. It's making purple. This couple is coming together. They're not fully integrated though. As you can see up here, there's a lot of pink spots or little blue spots, but they are coming together. So 9 times out of 10, this crazy sexy love, this no-show person, this person probably will have ups and downs. It's probably going to be great times, and it's going to be times of, you know, what is wrong with you? But this couple is continuing to fuse together. So that means that more than likely you'll be able to work through whatever that is. Remember, relationships are not easy. That's why I'm not in one. Some of the times things take a while to work themselves out. But when they do work out, they were usually worth the effort. Group number 3. Okay, so group 3, the first card that you have here is the violent love card. This means that your relationship has some violence going on. This is probably with somebody, it could be an ex, or it could be with somebody that you're currently seeing. The violent love card is not a very good sign, because what it means is that the two of you, or one of you, is being violent with the other one, or there's some violence coming in from external sources. So this could be physical, could be fights, could be the cops coming, could be really straight up abuse. But it also could be just, you know, more of a verbal abuse, an emotional abuse. It could be somebody from the outside attacking the couple. It could be like an ex, for example, trying to get back, get angry because you've moved on, and now they're making violent threats against you and your partner. So when you get the violent love card, you have to take a look at what's going on. And this person, remember, this is our singles. So more than likely, this person isn't a person you're in a relationship with. Could be somebody you were with in the past. Could be somebody that you're friends with benefits with. Not exactly committed to is the point. But it still could be at that space. Or you could be dating somebody and you could be seeing signs, red flags. If you're seeing somebody and they're giving red flags that they could be violent, heed those warnings, because this could be really bad. Okay? So if you think your date is violent, or if you're being violent to your date, I've seen this a lot. If you're being violent towards that person, then you need to leave them alone. If they bring that out of you, that ugliness out of you, then two things: you need to leave them alone, and you need to figure out why is that ugliness in you in the first place, because there's probably something underneath that. So this violent love card is a very, it's a disturbing card, especially with the other two cards that I'm getting ready to show you. It's a disturbing card, but I think it's a good warning for someone who's going through some type of violence from, you know, somebody from their past. It could be an ex stalking you. It could be any one of those things. So this group 3, you guys got to be really careful. Group 3 is also a very emotional time. We got the emotions card for this one. So when you're in a violent situation, or if somebody is threatening you with violence, it is a very emotional time. You could be upset about it. You could be talking to your friends about it. If it's a criminal act, you should be talking to the police about it. Maybe getting some advice from elders about it. But it could be a very emotional time. But just know that you'll work through it. The emotions just go with the territory. And according to the last card, it's going to be okay. You just have to address it. You got the breakthrough card. So you just have to address it. There's some violence, there's some emotion, but there's going to be a breakthrough. So you just need to address it. And the breakthrough comes from addressing it. So it could just be you stop seeing that person. It could be you and that person going to therapy. It could be you going to therapy. It could be getting a restraining order. This could be a number of different things, but it should be coming to a breakthrough. Just remember that abuse is never okay. It's never something that you should just stay with the person and ignore. Usually it gets worse. And remember, you could be the abusive person. It could not even be, like I said, verbal. It could be, it could not be physical. It could be verbal. People don't realize that verbal and emotional abuse is just as damaging as physical abuse. Yelling at your significant other, calling them names. You know, even if it's, like I said, in this case, we're single. So these are just people that you're dating, but talking down to them, just being disrespectful, any of those kind of things. Those are violent things too. Not just laying hands on somebody. Okay. So my singles, be safe out there. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.